Hey, what's going on everyone? EnderJazi here, and I usually don't do mod reviews, but for some reason this add-on, well, okay, technically it's an add-on to a mod, but there's no wikis, there's no things of how to craft stuff. When you look it up, it just tells you, go get not enough items mod, and I don't have a problem with that mod, it's just I don't like playing with it. So I'm here to do a happy mod review. And this mod that we are going into is a add-on to Galacticraft, which basically lets you go into space. It's really cool. But and Galacticraft, what's the button to see the space? So Galacticraft mod, you could only go to the moon. You could go to Mars, and Mars actually, oops, that's Venus. I know my planets. You go to Mars, it didn't have the moons attached, that's Galactic space. Oops. That's Galactic space, adding that in. And you could go to the asteroid belt, which you click on this asteroid. Sorry, I have a bad cough. But the Galactic space mod added moons to all the planets that have them. Of course, like Jupiter doesn't have all its moons, but it has like the 4 main ones that we know about. So it has Io, Europa, Ganymede, Callisto. Said click again to zoom. Jerk. And it also has other galaxies. What is this? I didn't know the Kuiper belt was a part of this. Huh. I didn't even pay attention to that. Anyway, adds a lot of additional stuff. So it's got all the planets. It's got Ceres, which is technically just a super big asteroid. In the asteroid belt, but they put it on its own separate thing. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Kuiper belt. These two, Haumea and Make, I didn't know about them. We haven't gone to Make, I'm excited. And Eris, which some of them you still can't land on, but they're in. And then, addition to our galaxy, there is also other galaxies, like we got the T SETI system, which they take a lot of tears to get to. Who's over here? Is this the Centauri? Hey. Ah, Centauri B. Oh, he would be calling right now. I have to meet him. We got really hard to click these planets. I'm trying to keep zooming out. Barnada or Bernard system. Oh, they have a planet with rings too. This must be the other Centauri system then, if it lets me click it. Yeah, or Vega system. Oh my gosh. Hang on, y'all. I'll be right back. About that, that was my fiance, Mikey, calling. Anyway, we got all these cool planets, and the cool thing is, there's another habitable planet called, I guess, Bernada C. That's kind of boring. You have any moons, Bernada C? Not just you? Bernada C is habitable, so that's like your goals. Anyway, like I was saying, they don't tell you how to craft everything, and there's also a few changes to the Galacticraft recipes, so I'm gonna have to show you that too. So you still make your normal NASA workbench, which is all fine and dandy. I'm gonna assume you're coming here knowing how Galacticraft works. I'll probably put a link or something in the description of someone else's mod review of Galacticraft, because that would need a whole nother video on its own. Or I can do it if you want me to. Anyway, the GUI has changed for the Tier 1 rocket, and what it was is you make the plating, nose cone, rocket fins, engine, boom, you're done. But now you need to make landers. You need to make this lander here. Oh, I forgot. I need to actually show you the recipe. which is constructed with a frequency module, a few plates, the buggy chair, its own engine, and some steel poles. So you need that on top of what you need for the tier 1, which I should probably just... Where's... Whoa! There we go. Oops. See, this is the old Galacticraft recipe right here. It is not that dark, don't start with me. This is the old Galacticraft recipe, and this is the Galaxy Space recipe. So you need all this, plus the tier module, plus 2 of these false fuel canisters, which I didn't know how to make them. Oh yes, there's a new block in Galactic Space called the assembly machine that runs on electricity. These alloys are made with dual bronze, which is basically you put 2 bronze plates in this machine. Compressed coal, which is made by smushing down a full coal block, which kind of sucks. Oh, yeah. And then 2 aluminum plates compressed together to make dual aluminum to make your special alloy. And then to make the blank fuel container, it's just steel around the glass plate. I didn't know how to make these. I hacked them in because I have a craft guide and it didn't tell me how to do it, and I got frustrated and I hacked them in. But this is how you make it. So, like I said, you need all these pieces and then the optional chest slots if you want inventory and shit. You get your tier 1 rocket, yay, go space, go to the moon, it's fun. Now, what usually me and Mikey did is we recycled the parts from the tier 1 rocket for your tier 2 because, you know, it takes a lot more parts and we went in creative mode and got the parts, but that's not the case now. Now you actually, this is the old recipe, of course. Now you actually need to take the rocket beforehand plus all of this stuff, and now you need a tier 2 module, which oh, that's just saying you can use different color parachutes. You need to make yourself a new tier 1 lander and then cover it in basically the bubbly stuff so you can get your bubbles. And you basically use the tier 1 rocket to make the tier 2. Now, if your tier 1 rocket has inventory space on it, you still have to add in chests because that does not carry over to the next tier, so keep that in mind. Tier 3, old recipe, new recipe. The only new thing is, of course, turn in your old rocket. And the tier 3 lander, which is the cheapest one of them all, which I don't know why, but, you know, whatever. So I kind of like balance. I mean, technically this should be harder to make, and since it's the tier 3 instead of the tier 1 kind of being the most difficult to deal with. Anyway, this is how you make the first 3 rockets now. So when you hit to tier 4, you have to make these new heavy duty plates and these new booster parts that come with Galactic Space. Now we tried everything to try to make these heavy duty plates and it was a struggle. So that's when we got the not enough items mod, since everyone said just use that. So to make these, you need magnesium, which I believe that's on Deimos, one of Mars's moons, if I remember right. If you want me to like review the planets and stuff, just let me know, because I don't remember where all the extra ores come from which planet. And then you need compressed alloy, and then you need your heavy duty plate tier 3, which of course tier 2, and your dash. And you melt those all down and you get these plates. To make the new durable nose cone, you need all these compressed alloys and the old nose cone to upgrade it. For your booster tier 2, you need your normal booster, alloys, and the oxygen vent. Rocket vane, fins to get alloyed. And this you need 3 boosters, the old engine, well the heavy rocket engine, and then 3 alloys, and then you get your engine. And then you're gonna keep going into space, and then you're gonna be like, oh wait, I need better stuff. Then you go to tier 5, which is the same stuff, turning your rocket. Heavy duty 5 is made with Combultium, which I can tell you, off the top of my head, it's at Phobos. It's hard to get. I don't know if you're just mining in the wrong spot, but right now, it's hard to get. The Ori Harukan, think it's on Cirrus, don't quote me. And the Duralumin, I don't remember where that's from. I think it's on Io or something like that, off of Jupiter. You take those 3 and you smush them down and get your plates. Woo! Let's see, where is tier 6? Same thing. Tier 6 plate made with nickel, adamantium, adamantiite, sorry, and lead. Lead you can actually find on Earth, or in space, which is pretty cool. Lead has actually become really useful. There's lead batteries now with Galactic Space, and they keep a much greater charge than the normal batteries. They do 50,000 energy, whatever energy you're using, compared to the 15 from the normal Galacticraft batteries, which is pretty cool. Let's see, that's 6. 7. Tier 3 takes Mithril, Platinum, and the Ori Harukan to make the tier 7. And then the mythical tier 8 rocket, which this bad boy is going to be very expensive to make. I'm not looking forward to doing this, but it's 4 compressed alloy, we have heavy duty tier 7, and mithril in the middle. I'm just gonna hope that we get a lot of stuff by then. My phone is very talkative. Better silence that real quick. Anyway, very expensive once you get to the tier 8. Which I guess is fine, but expensive. So that was really all I wanted to show, mainly for the rockets. Actually, I should show some of the gear that you're going to need. Pretty much after tier 3, you're gonna need the, dang it, not use this one. You're gonna need to upgrade your thermal padding with this thermal cloth tier 2, and it is made with whatever wool you have. 4 of these compressed Combultium and redstone, and you basically put that over what you have. And you'll start getting solar radiation, and it hurts pretty bad. So once you get to tier 3, start trying to invest in upgrading to that. I don't think you need anything else otherwise. Yeah, you don't need anything else other than that. What the heck is this? I don't know what those monsters are. I haven't fought all of them. But yeah, that's how to craft the stuff you need for this mod. Hopefully it helps you out, because I know for me it didn't help out. And ignore my tail. I had another skin on. It's cat tail. I just didn't turn it off. Don't look. Anyway, hopefully this helps you out when you're using the Galaxy Space add-on for Galacticraft, because, man, it was really hard to try to figure out what stuff was made out of. Like, it was awful. So anyway, see you later, folks. Hopefully maybe we'll have a playthrough going on here soon. We're trying to get to 1.8. It seems like mods are finally catching up, but I guess 1.11 is coming around the corner, so yeah. Anyway, goodbye, folks.